I'm Mike with Ronin Speedworks. I'm here to show you our FD side mount seat rail setup. Let's get started, shall we? These seat rails are designed to fit your bottom into a 3rd Gen RX-7, which may be more challenging than you initially expect. 3rd Gen RX-7s don't fit a whole lot of aftermarket seats, and if they do, they almost always raise the seating position. It makes it difficult for tall fellows like Joel and myself when we sit in these vehicles. So we designed these seat rails to allow you to go lower and back, forth, or angle in such a way to avoid safety equipment and allow space for your race helmet. Let me show you a little bit how these work, okay? Get you some details on this. First, we start off with the floor plates. These are made out of 1/4-inch aluminum, and we give you the same factory pitch hold-down bolts for the 2 factory hold-down points. In addition, we include a shear pin that's similar to the factory setup to allow you to spread the load for something that's holding you ultimately in your race car. Let's move on to the side rails here. They're radiused and they're made out of 3/16-inch aluminum, which is required by several sanctioning bodies, and that's why we went with it. These are held to the floor rails through these mid-plate bolts. Each one has 3 bolts to help spread that load from your side rails to your base plates. Let me show you how the adjustability works between those two that makes these really sweet. We've designed these to give you 0.2-inch increments of fore and aft travel when you go to bolt in your seats. Because sometimes you don't want to be too far forward or too far back, and now you can spend all afternoon getting it just right. In addition, we allow you to adjust the angle that your seats are going to mount up in the side rails. If you imagine from both sides, each of these holes allows each of these slots to match with it to allow the seats to notable pitch as well as height adjustment. Okay, so now that we've got the seats able to get in the car, what seats are going to fit, Mike? Glad you asked. We've designed these for many of the typical aftermarket seat manufacturers. Sparco, Corbeau, Cobra, Recaro, expensive. As long as the distance between the side mounting bolt holes is 286 to 290 millimeters, you're good. How wide can we go? Well, these allow you to fit a seat that's between, on average, 16 inches wide, plus or minus 1.5 inches. But I'm not saying all those seats are going to fit in your 3rd Gen RX-7. 3rd Gen RX-7s are notoriously tight, even in the shoulder area. So be aware when you're looking at measurements for seats that if you want a side mount seat and you like the way it fits, check out your measurements. These will allow you to get it in the RX-7 if it can fit. So this will make your life way easier. We do offer these in a couple different types of finishes. They come generally bare aluminum that's been tumbled and has kind of a galvanized look or appearance to it, which is fine for race cars, but some people want something that's a little bit more street looking. So we offer satin black powder coat as well that holds up really nicely. Now that you've got the option to put race seat in your 3rd Gen RX-7 that makes you feel better about driving your vehicle, the question is, why aren't you doing it right this second? If you'd like to, go to RoninSpeedworks.com and get yourself a set of these. I think you'll be real happy.